I was originally with Aberdeen as a youth, and was here for about 7-8 years. Fortunately, things didn't quite work out. Ended up having to part ways with Aberdeen, and kind of not doing an awful lot between that happening sort of at the end of the year and getting a phone call for Alec Mayer, it was at the time, and still remember kind of getting that phone call and being pretty chuffed to get asked to join. It was actually the youth at the time, so started off with under 15s, I think, and that was the start of the journey.
And can I take you back to your memories of November 22nd, 2003, if you can, if it's significant about that date?
I spoke to my dad about it actually, because my memory's hopeless. I think I've done podcasts in the past and I've got it all wrong, so he's corrected me and I thought I better get my facts right. So him and Bruce Broch was able to just tell me the story of that day, and it's quite a vivid day for my dad actually. And he's kind of reminded me of it as well. So I was in the morning down in Dundee playing for the Aberdeenshire Shield, the Aberdeenshire Select. Alec Mayer was the manager at the time, and the game, we were maybe really halfway through the first half, and my dad got a phone call for Brucey. So Brucey tells me that he never knew I was in Dundee. I'm not sure I believe that, but he basically asked, is Willie available to play today? We've got a space in the bench, basically. So my dad supposedly just said yes without even consulting with Alec Mayer, but I don't know if that's true. I think he would have asked him if I could get subbed at half time so I could make my way up to the Bellslea, and made our way up. I'm not sure how fast my dad was driving, but got here for just before half time, and thankfully the Broch were a few goals up, I believe. And I came on. I didn't actually remember too much apart from had a wee opportunity to get a shot, but unfortunately no goal. So to get on was pretty special. I remember thinking about it during that season. I was kind of on the fringes. I think I travelled with the team quite a lot. Very seldom made the bench, maybe the odd occasion. But did see I was coming up to 16 and thought it'd be really nice to play before I was 16. I think Russell McBride played at 15 as well. So it was quite special just to do it before my birthday, which was good. I mean, the obvious ones, you've got to kind of, the Rangers game was pretty special. I probably didn't like watching the game back because it's quite a hard watch. Probably didn't get the ball too much, but the lead up, the build up, the presence of the town, and again, surfing in the North Sea, first time I've ever done it, last time I'll ever do it, was just out of this world. Playing at Pittodrie last month, that's the thing. I'm 35 now, and the memories are still happening. We're still getting the moments for it. Just walking out to Pittodrie and looking up to the Richard Donald just took my breath away. Actually, I didn't really realise how special that would be, and maybe because I had a bit of history with the club as well, and coming back there was actually just fantastic. But my memory's so bad. I might remember the earlier sort of moments, but I always look at the cup final of the Aberdeenshire for. I got an opportunity to play up front when I was in defence, and that's credit to Mark and James for their confidence in me to play a striker when I hadn't been playing there for quite a period of time. Told them that I was a bit uncomfortable with it, and they went with it, and ended up getting a couple of goals and man of the match, and probably one of my best performances in a Broch shirt. So I hadn't mentioned the league yet, so don't know how long we've got, but. The league, the winning season, just every game, just that desire and fight to win every game, and I think there were so many games in that season for you look back and think we're going to do this, and the final day was just It's something I'll never forget. Like with the Broch, and it sounds a bit arrogant, but every season we go in, I think we've a chance of winning this, and I've just been so confident in myself, my teammates, coaching team, that every year I went in thinking we've got an opportunity, and I think that's grown and grown as the years have progressed, and you know, under Mark and James, I think it's been no secret they've taken the club from, you know, their first season where we finished pretty poorly, improving position year on year. And
in terms of it's a team game, but if you look at you as an individual, third in the appearance list, fifth in the goals list, I think I'm right in saying that in terms of medals, you're the most decorated player to ever play for this club with 13 medals. What does that sort of mean to you, the sort of individual accolades?
I try and think about that. I would think about that type of stuff when I'm low in confidence. So there is times, and I guess more recently, where I'm maybe nae in the starting 11, which, you know, I think throughout my career I've nae had that experience, which has been tough. And there has been moments where you think, you know, is it time to call it a day? And I think I take a lot of strength for that. That you know, when I look at my appearances, my goals, that, you know, I am good enough to play, and hopefully I can continue to show it. Although there will come a day where, you know, I play less and less. So I'm just going to try and extend that as long as I can.
In terms of something you've hinted at a wee bit, but your versatility, I mean, just run us through the positions and various roles you've sort of fulfilled over the years.
It's, I mean, started off at defence, left back probably most of the time, which I always felt was my most natural position, and then I think, you know, moving into the middle of the park again, that's where Charlie and, you know, I'm not sure any other manager would have put two 17-year-olds into the middle of the park with myself and Mark Dixon, and I didn't remember a lot about those years apart from just running, you know, box to box, which you know, I got the legs to do anymore, but that was just Charlie. You know, getting opportunities to play up front again, it's kind of, I think it comes about through, you know, injuries and just managers saying kind of faith and confidence in me. And I think I'm a bit of an all-rounder. I'm not really special at anything really. I just kind of feel like I'm generally no bad at anything. So that kind of just dictates that you can play more positions. And you know, some people might have strength and speed, and I got that, so I get played wider up front.
And in terms of, it's obviously 20 years now, what is it that's kept you here all this time?
That's probably too difficult to answer. I mean, I was enjoying my football. Never really thought I've needed to go elsewhere. I've always been regarded as or treated really well. In Charlie's days, I think, you know, once I got, I think, a few months in and got opportunities to play 19s, 21s, he basically, you know, gave me so much opportunity to play, so much freedom to play, and you know, I take a lot of influence from my dad. I think if he'd saw that the club wasn't as good as it was, he'd have been thinking maybe we'll try something different. But I think I was kind of guided the right way, and at a young age, I just enjoyed being with the guys. You know, I'd spent a lot of time travelling back and forth Aberdeen in my earlier years, and you know, to play with guys local, you know, I guess friends as well, was pretty special. And most seasons there's been a lot better memories than bad. The club's a special place, to be honest. It's almost kind of class as family now. I've been here too long, so but aye, it's been a good place for me.